Hello, I am Steve Taylor and I am walking in the freezing cold in Cambridge, and in this video I'm going to provide you with some bang awesome strategies on how to turn a negative situation into a positive. For me, this is a very fascinating subject that I've spent more than 10,000 hours studying. So the main thing I found is that negative emotions is probably the single biggest enemy we have as humans. If we didn't have negative emotions, our life would be pretty damn good. As would our relationships, our mental well-being, our health, our work life. So really, if you can begin to eliminate any negative emotions, you can start beginning and living a pretty fantastic life. So the first question to answer, to begin eliminating these negative emotions, is to answer, where do these negative emotions come from? Pretty much every negative emotion we have comes from blaming someone else for something. And the problem is, as humans, we hold on to those negative emotions even if we can't do anything about it. You've probably had it before, I'm about to die, where you've had a negative emotion, something negative has happened, and you're holding on to it, you're staying angry at that person or thing that has happened. So the key to eliminating these negative associations is to take responsibility for yourself, your reactions, your responses, for everything you do. The difference really between happiness and unhappiness is so simple. When you finally see that when you take responsibility for your actions and your life, you can't be negative at the same time. Let me explain. So the human brain, the mind, can only focus on one thought at a time, be it a negative or a positive. So anytime you have a negative thought pop into your brain, tell yourself many times over this: I am responsible. I'm responsible. I am responsible. And yep, you're probably thinking right now, look Steve, I'm in a situation where it involves other people. How am I responsible for that? Well, let me explain. So in every situation, if it involves you or not, you're still partly responsible. You got yourself into the situation, the relationship, the job, whatever it may be, and then you stayed in the situation, the relationship, the job, even though you knew something was wrong. So you're not completely innocent here. Okay, so let's just say the situation had nothing at all to do with you. For example, let's say you have parked your car and when you've been in the shop, someone has smashed into it and left you without a note. Or perhaps someone has started on you for no apparent reason. You will still be 100% fully responsible to how you respond to that situation. Are you going to get angry and shout? Or are you going to handle things calmly with control? And this is what you call your response ability. And although your response ability right now may not be as controlled as it could be, it is something you can work on and will have a huge impact on your overall happiness just simply by responding in a more positive manner. And again, going back to earlier, if you are in a bad situation and you feel it's not your fault, just say to yourself, I am responsible. And here's the truth. No one else can make you feel negative, only you can. Only your thoughts and what you think can make you feel that way. The most important thing to remember when it comes to feeling negative emotions is that you are in full control of them, full control of the way you think, the way you feel, and the way you respond to things. It just takes that practice. Just like you're not going to build an amazing body in a few days, your brain will requires that work too. The more you work on your mind, the better your life will become. So exercise your ability to respond positively, and it will hugely help. And of course, allow yourself to let go of negative feelings you may have trapped inside you from the past, which is holding you back. Try and let go of them and forget. So to wrap up, please take more responsibility for your own life. Don't blame others when things go wrong. Even if you feel it isn't your own fault, you are responsible. And being responsible and taking that ownership will give you far greater happiness in your own life. This will be exactly how you turn a negative situation into a positive. So my question for you today is, what negative situation has happened to you that you can turn into a positive?